Good afternoon, or good evening. Not after, well past noon, afternoon. This is good evening. This is nighttime. In the nighttime, night and day. It's the right time, night and day. What's going on, y'all? Let's get to it. Let's get into it. So I'm boiling some Yukon Gold mashed potatoes to make Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. I'm gonna turn my heat down because they should be done. They should be done. I didn't mean to turn that around. How did I do that way? I'm trying to blow it up. What? Why is it not? Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to blow it up. There you go. I think hey, Nestle. Not quite yet. Somebody asked the question on how to get perfect mashed potatoes. Of course, cut your potatoes up in uniform pieces, or as long as they're the same size. If you leave them big chunky, all of them got to be big and chunky. Don't do all of them big chunky and then some small, some uncut. If you do them all uncut, that's fine too. But as long as they're the same size, which is fine. And salt your water before you start cooking them. That is the biggest secret, the biggest thing to make the best mashed potatoes, and don't overcook them. That's it. Heavy cream butter. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Unc? Regina Jones, hello. And thankfully I can see. So I'm gonna tell you about my episode I had. So I'm still experiencing this episode, and I want to know if you guys actually have experienced this before we get all the way into cooking. I already got my chicken bacon. I'm gonna put out broccolini on and stuff. But I'm gonna ask you guys this question: have you all experienced a black spot? So I experienced this black circle, and it would change from a yellow to like a bluish hue if I look at my hand, but it's only on the spot. So it freaked me out because inside of that circle, it's like a heat wave. So I went. I just came in from the eye doctor 2 weeks ago, and they said I had 20/20 vision. So I'm like, what the heck going on? It freaked me out. Of course, over the weekend during the storm. Hey, Dorothy Manuel. So of course it's doing over the storm. So I couldn't get an appointment. So when I called in that Monday, they was going to try to squeeze me in to get an appointment that day because it was asking me, do I see flashing lights and this, that, third stuff, make sure there was nothing more serious or whatever. And I said, no, it's just that black. Every time I open my eyes, I see that black spot. So I go to the eye doctor yesterday, and they did rigorous tests, and I thank you for doing so much thorough tests, whatever. But right there where your retina is attached to the back, there's a little stream there where it's like a little fine little line inside, in not the microscope after they do the X-ray. But mine was up, and it said what that is it's a little liquid down there or a fluid beneath that piece right there. So I'm about to freak out. This that Thursday, I don't have diabetes. This that Thursday, I have none of that. So the behold was like, well, you have to wait for it to go away. So if I do this, I can't see nothing. I see a yellow and black spot. That's it. But they gave me some medicine to take and to speed the process along. Macu Health for the eyes. It's just like $90 for this one little bottle of supplements, whatever. But yeah. So that's why I wasn't on the other day, because I was planning on coming on, but I couldn't see nothing. Then, of course, they dilated my eyes. I dang sure couldn't see nothing then. Everything was shiny and sparkly. But, yeah, so that was going on with me, and hopefully everything gets back to normal sooner than later. But like I said, if I do this, if I close this one eye, I can't see nothing. I can see with both eyes open, though, which is, somebody said floaters. Yeah, that's what they were saying. It's a floater, maybe. So yeah, let's hopefully they get rid of that real fast, because I need both my eyes. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I got some broccolini here. Let's do our broccolini first because my chicken is already in the oven. I got to roast this off. Train that was worn off. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, and this is broccolini. So if you say it look a little different from broccoli, it is a little different. You're most likely gonna find a broccolini in the organic section, which is the organic form of a broccoli. The stems are not that big. I don't know if you guys had it before, but it's actually freaking delicious. There are several ways that you can prepare this. Same as broccoli, but it tastes best when it's roasted off, or you could just blanch it and eat the same way you do like all your broccoli. But I'm gonna just break the stems up. You don't have to cut it. You just have to cut. I cut the bottom part off. It's a little bit more woody at the bottom, so I cut that off. I did cut that off, but just beyond the rubber band. And they're easy to split, just like that. I could have left them in a bowl and do what I'm getting ready to do, but it's water in here, and I don't want too much water. I just want the flavor of what I'm getting ready to do to it. All right, let me slide this over here. Hey, Sharnetta Dudley. Okay. All right, I'm going to go in with some olive oil. I'm going to use 2 fats, of course. I'm not going to put some butter. Everything's better with butter, but we're going to do 2 good fats. We're going to do some butter and some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to get a generous amount of olive oil on here. I put more olive oil than I would put of butter, though. I just want that flavor of it. Because we're going to roast this in a 500-degree oven. And what I'm going to do to this, I'm going to roast it first, let it cook down before I add my garlic and my Parmesan, because I don't want that to burn. I want this to start roasting, though. Okay. And you're going to add your butter. Waste all my little seasoning. Add your black pepper. I'm gonna salt this, but I'm not gonna salt it to the point where it's too salty, because I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese to it later. So remember, Parmesan cheese has salt in it, so you don't want to be too salty. I'm gonna go in with some kosher salt. Now, I had did a video. I was just said dessert to done. But I did a video where I had used iodized salt inside of the egg roll, egg roll breading, whatever. And somebody in the comments said, this must be an old video, because Chef, you don't use no iodized salt. I said, oh man, but I said, at times I only use it for like when I boil water, and I actually had ran out of salt that is, but that little pinch I knew it was gonna hurt, because I don't use it on the regular. I really don't use iodized salt on the regular. And some kosher salt. And kosher salt is bigger crystals, so they're like, oh, that was a lot of salt. The flakes are a lot bigger, so it looked like a lot, but it's not. All right. I'm going to get us some massage in. I have to break this up a little bit more. Just arrange them. Just as long as they all flat. You don't want them stacked up against each other, really, because you want the pan to do its work and let them start to char on the bottom to get that nice roast that you're looking for, or that I'm looking for. And this is a flat baking pan that I'm using. You don't want to have a baking pan to have a lip on it. I'm going to pop this into the oven and remove my chicken, because what I did was I cooked my chicken off so that this meal won't take too long, right? So I already roast my chicken off. I just did basic seasoning on the chicken. Find a spot to put it. Well, I guess we'll switch places. So let me just take this, and we're going to pop this to a 500-degree oven. Towels out. had it on 500 degrees, so it's very hot. And for me baking the chicken, I did use a pan with a lip because I want to retain my stock or my broth. This is going to be part of my gravy. So I wanted all that liquid to be there. And so what I did was I seasoned it regular, little Mott Lyra's, onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, a little caramelized onion from Kenner's that I like to use and stuff. Really good seasoning. I guess I showed this to you guys before, but really good seasoning. That caramelized onion be hitting. And then pop into the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. All right, we get the result right here. Oh, also a little poultry seasoning. I'm sorry, a little poultry seasoning. We want that flavor to be inside of the gravy. And poultry seasoning will give chicken gravy that flavor. Okay, let's mosey on over here. So I'm just gonna take this juice and just drain that straight into my pan. Hey, Joanne, Hannah, hello. And like I said, don't mind me, especially today or until this floater gets out of my eye. It's gonna be a whole lot of messed up names around here. They're gonna converge together. Hey, Loretta Singleton. Hey, Phoebe Francis. Yeah, that seasoning good, Phoebe. Very good. And tomorrow I am gonna announce the people that has been my top commenters. Like I told you guys, I'm gonna give away the cutting board to my top 3 followers, and then my top 3 subscribers. They get something different because they are my subscribers. They're gonna get that hat that I wear that has a smacking emblem on it to 3 lucky people. So we're gonna do that this Friday. So we're gonna give away those prizes. And keep coming, and keep them coming. Like I said, this is a summer of giveaways. I'm doing a lot of things, stuff, and like I said, don't forget that the seasonings are on. It's in the midst, in the working, in the midst stuff. Doing a lot with that, and like I said, it's coming. Just bear with me. It's a process for it. Much longer than I anticipated, but I want my stuff to be right because ain't nobody gonna do it like you. So I have to make sure it's right. So I'm not there to mix it myself. I have to send it out to go back and forth. I will do that 1,000 times until it tastes like mine. Because I do know that some people still have my seasoning, like, chef, this don't taste like your seasoning. And so I don't want that. So I'm working hard on it. Last Henry, what's going on? Keisha Reginald? I can't see that. Okay. Constance Martin, hello. Hey, auntie. Thank you for the stars. Sandra Irvin from Alabama. What's going on, Bama? I'm gonna add a little more liquid to this because that's not enough. Should add some more liquid. Ain't enough to smother nothing, y'all. But it's all compact flavor though. It's not enough to smother nothing. You can't put the chokehold on that with that. This get ready to come to a boil. We're gonna go ahead and go and just tinker with our mashed potatoes. Get those out of the way. Let me strain these real quick, and we can work on these mashed potatoes. You just want them just so they're nice and tender like that. Just nice and tender, just like that. onions for the gravy. I had to make sure I put some in there. Need some onions. We likes the onions, y'all. Okay. Hey, Shell. All right, we're gonna add in some butter. It's unsalted butter, by the way. We're gonna add heavy cream. I just got some heavy whipping cream. That's another good additive to your. It's like, I know it's butter on butter, but you got butter with milk. Make it taste good. It's the best. And I don't rinse my potatoes, especially if you tasted your water, you make sure it wasn't too salty. You don't have to rinse them. You're gonna take the flavor out of them. Just drain them. That's it. Same thing with pasta. I don't rinse my pasta, let alone put oil in them. And always add just a little bit of cream and butter first, and then mash them, and then go back to add it. That way you don't get those loose potatoes. And it's before you even whip them, because you still have to whip them after this. So you want to mash them down first. Good. Make sure they're all broken up the way you want them. Add a little bit more cream, and then we're gonna whip them. That should be enough. That's how you're gonna get the fluff, and you need to get some air into them. So right now I'm stumping all the air out of it. Now you want to season. While you're whipping, you want to go ahead and season at the same time. I like white pepper in my mashed potatoes, also my grits, and my macaroni and cheese. It's stronger. And that way you have to have all them black specks all throughout your food, but you still get the pepper taste that you're looking for using white pepper. Now my steaks and all that stuff, yeah, I'm using black pepper. Season my chicken, use a black pepper. But for like mashed potatoes and my macaroni and cheese and my grits, give me some white pepper for that. And some kosher salt. And let's give these a whip. And you want to get some air into them. Get some nice fluffy. Nice fluffy mashed potatoes. And just get some air inside of them, so you don't smash them all out. Uh-oh. All right, that should be good. And look how they plumped up. Got some nice air into them. Nice, creamy, aerated mashed potatoes. Can't go wrong with that. Perfection every time. I am gonna taste that though. Don't need nothing. Nothing. Hey, it's good when you catch a good, make it perfect every time. All right, let's get over to our gravy, baby. Let's get to that gravy, baby. Of course, I'm gonna taste before I get ready to make my gravy. I'm gonna taste. So therefore, I know my sodium content level because I did season my chicken. This is the broth from the chicken that I'm using. So I want to taste this first. Oh, it's gonna be a good gravy. It had that roasted bones inside of it from the chicken. The roasted bones and stuff. So it's like I got bone broth right here. So of course I did add water to it, so I am gonna have to add a little more chicken base to it. But I still have that deep depth of flavor of that bone broth in there. And add some black pepper. Gonna add some hot sauce. What the hot sauce do, chef? Adds flavor. Gonna add some more sage. I'm making a chicken gravy, remember that. Oh, sorry, I have to reach this way because this where the camera's over here. Matter of fact, let me switch y'all around. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Don't go nowhere. All right. Add the caramelized onion. Mind you, this has to have sodium too, so be careful. Add a couple of shakes of that in there. If you have it, if you can't find it, that's fine. But just use some onion powder. All right, we're gonna make a slurry for this. So I have multiple different ways that I do make my gravies. I make a grandma gravy where I sit there and stew everything down. I make a roux, brown it, all that stuff. We're gonna go another route because I already have that's already situated. So we need to dirty another dish up. All right, we're gonna take the bowl that I have the butter in. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. We're gonna make a quick slurry. Now I could do cornstarch and water, but this slurry, making a slurry like this, it makes a better gravy. It makes a better gravy when you do this. Gotta get y'all over here, so I don't want to get too close to this. It's a dead zone in this corner. I don't want to get in this corner too much. All right, you can use self-rising flour or use all-purpose. Doesn't matter. Either or. Just get some flour. I got some self-rising. Take your little bit of oil. It's probably like a third of a cup. And you're gonna take some flour. So it might be too much. Let's see. That might not be. Let's see. Oh no, it's not. It's perfect. It's perfect. I might need a little more. And you want to whip out those see those little knots in there. You get those knots out of there. And so, like I said, it's several different ways that you could cheat and make a good gravy, and it still be good. Excuse me. Oh, I had pepper kicked up over there. This is another one. This is another way. Cheat code. Just read the back of the thing. Put it in water first. Don't make your water hot and then pour it to there. It's gonna come out lumpy. But you do it this packet. I'm not gonna use. I brought this just to show you guys that there's several different ways to make gravy. It's not that hard and stuff. And this is if I don't feel like making no gravy any kind of way, I would use this. Just put the water in. Put your water in the cup. Whatever, how much more water you need. Stir this into it, and then put it into the pot, and then stir it, and it's gonna turn into a gravy. Same concept I'm doing right here. Same concept. All right. If I need more, I'll do more, but I don't think I need any more. Let me get my whisk. scratch resistant whisk. That's what you call it, activate my sinus, pepper. And instantaneously turns into gravy. Just like that, just before your eyes, it turned to a gravy. I mean, as soon as while it's boiling, it boom. Turn the oven down now. As a matter of fact, I might have to add a little water, which is fine. Because I don't think I have enough to cover my chicken in. Add a little bit more water in here. I'm gonna try to get my gravy as perfect as I can before I add my chicken to it. Hold on, y'all. I got a sneeze attack. Hold on. That black pepper floated up and hit me in my face. All right, let me taste this. I added that water. Oh no, that's good. Don't need not a nail nutter. They don't need not a nail nutter. But I'm gonna tinker with this because I have to change it the colors I want it. I can go brown gravy, or I can go orange gravy or yellow gravy, which is more traditional with chicken gravy. So you can either turn it brown with some browning or some amarillo, which is yellow food coloring, or powdered form. You can use this right here and it'll turn it yellow. It's almost the color that I want, but I'm going to add a little bit of the yellow because I think I want this yellow. I think I want it like a bright color. I'm going to add some amarillo to it. So even for your chicken and dumplings, you want that nice bright color. Instead of using a turmeric, you can use this right here, which doesn't have any flavor. This don't have that. It doesn't have. It's just a blank canvas. It has no flavor. I'm not gonna add any more. Let's call it. But I am gonna add some more sage because I want that chicken flavor. That's what it was reminded of sage or poultry seasoning. When you use poultry seasoning, get that nice chicken gravy. All right, let's add our chicken in. Okay, got our chicken. Let's add our chicken in. I really do need to make some biscuits. I started to say, no, I got the mashed potatoes. I'm good. They're not gonna do it. But I should have made some dang on biscuits. Yeah, I already know that. Don't tempt me with a good time, chef. Oh Lord, I should have did start it too. And that juice that was left in there, you're going to add that in there too. We won't give it to me all. I want it all. I want it all. I sure do. Give it to me. That flour's waiting by the dang on dough. You couldn't wait to get slided. This buddy smell this dang on good food. All right, while this is doing what it's doing, let's get our broccoli out, and it should be roasted enough so that I can add my garlic to it and my Parmesan cheese. And we'll cover that. We're gonna cover that with a lid. The dang on, y'all know about to have a dang on fit. Flat on got into the house. About to have a dang fit. All right. Okay. And they full of hot air. Okay. Broccoli is roasted down. Nice charred roasted. All right, we're gonna add garlic. Add some garlic to it. Then we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese. I'm just gonna let this set back in the oven. So I just did some minced garlic on it, and some Parmesan cheese. Okay, let's get back over here. I can't put y'all too much in there because that what you call it is gonna act up. And this meal don't take long because it's already done. See, I like the chicken wings. I'm not Cassandra Williams. That's my mama. That's my mama all day long. She don't eat no legs or thighs. She don't eat no legs or thighs. Give me the leg and thigh. I know where to go at for a good time. Them wings, oh man. Them wings are what you call it. They don't be hitting on nothing. You got to get the flavor, baby. The flavor's in the legs and the thighs. That's what the flavor at, baby. So I really don't have to wait for too much because this is done. I'm going to cover this with some, I'm going to get this a gravy bath. I just need those flavors to melt together. That's it. I know y'all talking about some, Chef, you were dead wrong for putting us a close up while you saucing that chicken like that. Give me some. Dead wrong, Chef. You dead wrong. Let me back out now for somebody to lick their phone. All right, I can turn this off. That's done. I'm gonna get that, what's called, just a little bit of cheese can melt, which shouldn't take long because the pan was hot. We can make a plate. I literally need to go rest my nerves. As the doctor said you need to rest your nerves. Also, that fluid came behind your eye because of stress. It's the funniest things what stress will do to you. Or thinking too much. My brain don't stop thinking. I need to stop thinking. So I don't know how to turn my brain on off. I need to learn how to turn my brain on pilot mode or auto mode. Just let me do nothing. or autopilot. Put it that way. All right. Look at these mashed potatoes. They're aerated. Nice, smooth, creamy. They're gonna hold up to that gravy. Yeah, these mashed potatoes saying that we are the champions. They're gonna hold up to that gravy. They're gonna stand their ground. They're gonna stand their ground. All right, now you gotta see a little pool right there. Gravy go in it. Yeah, where that gravy go? Right there in that little pool right there. Bam. All right, let me set this down. Now I gotta get this broccoli out of there. Yeah, so you don't have to fry your chicken and smother it all the time. You can bake it. You can bake your chicken and smother it, and it still come out amazing like that. Take some of that roasted broccolini. Set that up on there. Just that right there. Cloud have mercy. Cloud have mercy. Let's taste this. We gotta taste this. So it's another one of those meals. It didn't really take me long to do because all I had to do was bake the chicken, and it created its own juices. It created its own juices, and just thickened it up with a few onions and made a little slurry for it. Broccoli, put it right in the oven, right behind the chicken, so I didn't have to wait for that. You know what I mean? So it's an easy. This is an easy meal, easy, delicious. Matter of fact, it's Haley Pope. Haley Pope said, "Chef Anthony, can you go back to make some simple meals, please? Can you go back and make some simple meals?" I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make one a day. I got you. I'll make this is a simple meal. This is one of those meals like you can make. It don't matter what day it is. I don't care if it's Saturday. You can make this in the morning if you want to. You still gonna eat it. Come on with it. Come on with it, gravy baby. Cause you know this thing like the dang on dragon breath right here. Dang, potatoes, that thing just melt in your mouth. Gotta be no careful. It do need some biscuits though. Oh, chicken tender. You know, it's a fly. He just, I'll make sure he's not landing on my food while I'm sitting talking. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm going to kill him as soon as I get up this live. I'm going to show kill him. He got to go, buddy. You got to die today. And they're like, what the hell, Chef, looking at? Damn fly. Make sure he ain't landing on the food nowhere. Got just the right amount of seasoning, too. Yup. That chicken good. Got just right amount of seasoning. And that chicken good. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm gonna taste pieces of broccoli. Let me get off here because that fly he buzzing when I got stuff out. And I don't like no flies. It's called No Fly Zone. The kitchen. And I know that piece hot. I get a piece of charcoal. It's crunchy too. You know what I miss? A squeeze of lemon. Hey, Nora. Oh no, you got some balls, don't you? Open the garage door open, and flew his butt in. As soon as he opened the door up, sitting by the door, you probably didn't see him. All right, I gotta go. He buzzing around here too much. I don't do no flies. Yep, that broccoli good too. All right, y'all, I gotta get off this live. Y'all know how adamant I am. You don't play no games. All right, you guys, try to smother chicken out with the mashed potatoes. I use Yukon Gold. I didn't use russet. I use Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. Yukon Gold potatoes. And you gotta mash them yourself. They ain't come to the store mashed. I'm pretty sure they have some, but not those right there. Oh, I want to hear my food open though. It's two of them in here. Where y'all come from? Where y'all come? That door open? That front door? Oh, it's flowing behind empty. All right, let me get off this live because I got to cover my food up. All right, love you guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. But try the chicken out, though. Love y'all. Peace. Cover this dang food.